Hey everybody, I'm coming making this video message, and I want to tell you all, before you ask God to reveal something to you, what you need to do. A lot of us, we get to a point or a place in our life where we are tired of being in the dark about certain things. You may be at a place where you say you're tired of being in the dark about those who are in your circle. You're tired of being in the dark about certain things that the enemy has been doing underhanded or behind your back. You may be at a place where you feel tired of just not knowing what a situation truly is. You're alert, you're aware, but you still feel like you're out the loop or in the dark about something. And so a lot of times believers will come to God and say, Lord, I want you to show yourself. I want you to reveal to me this person's heart. Reveal to me this person's motives. Reveal to me who my real friends are. Reveal to me who this man is in my life. Fellas, you may do it too. You may go to God and say, Lord, reveal to me who this woman is. Reveal to me if she is my wife. We all want to know if we are in the right standing with friends, with family, with someone who claims to love us and have our back. But sometimes, and I am here to tell you all, you will still feel a little uneasy about certain people, certain places, and certain things. But I am here to tell you all, and I definitely, with this particular topic, I speak from experience when I tell you all this. You have got to first, before you ask God to reveal something to you, you ask God to build you up for what the revelation is. How do you ask God to build you up? You ask God to make you mentally strong to receive the truth and the revelation about the people or the person or the situation. You ask God to give you a strong spirit of maturity, because sometimes when certain things are uncovered and revealed, us being human beings, we can't get in our flesh and act real immature and childish. You ask God to prepare your heart, so when you do get the information, or when God does reveal someone to you, or what's been going on behind your back, whatever it is, because these types of things, it looks different for every single one of you. This is truly a case by case basis. It has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with your background. It has nothing to do with who has money versus who doesn't. It has nothing to do with that. When we go to God and we ask God to show us something, God is no respecter of persons. So I just wanted to throw that out there, because I know some of you all may feel like, well, God's not going to reveal this to me. I'm too young. I haven't been walking with him that long. God is not going to reveal something to me because I don't know him that well. God is not going to reveal a particular thing to me because I'm not a totally good person. I've made mistakes. I've done some things. I've fallen and kind of went wayward. So I don't think God is going to talk to me or tell me the truth about something. Sometimes these are the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions that come up in us. Whatever the case is, I need you all, before you go to God, it's a very real thing. You better be prepared for what God reveals to you. You ask God to prepare you mentally, like I said, spiritually. Ask him to even prepare you physically, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. You have to be mature. You have to be strong in the mind. You have to be very strong in your heart. You have to be very strong in your spirit, because when certain things get revealed to you about someone that you really trust or someone that you really, really love, you may, if you're weak, you may be the type of person, you may get in your flesh and you may do something that can harm you or take away your freedom. What do I mean when I say that? What happens in a lot of situations when there is a married couple, or there is a couple who are dating, or they've been together for many years? Children may even be involved in a situation that they've made together over the course of their relationship. And when one person finds out that the person that they deeply and truly, sincerely love is cheating on them, they may want to physically harm them. You may want to get in your flesh and curse that person out or even threaten their life. You may want to put hands on them or put hands on something that they have. It could be their vehicle. It could be something in their house. It could be their clothing. This goes both ways. I'm not going to say that women just do it. Men have also damaged a woman's property, or put his hands on her, or threaten her life, or threaten the ones that she loves and her family. A man that is disgruntled because a woman has walked away from him has also done those things to a woman he was in a relationship with. He may threaten her family or threaten to harm them if he can't get to her. Men have walked on a woman's job and hurt or harmed her, or lured her to come with him somewhere, and then he's done it. These are situations that kick off. And so what I'm saying to you is that God is very intelligent, and his level of intelligence and depth is nowhere near on the level of our human intelligence and depth. You all need to know that. So God is never going to do anything just because we ask him to. He's never going to allow us sometimes to jump in front of him, because sometimes God will just sit back when you want to be rebellious, and you will go out here and make a fool of yourself. Your life will be falling apart because you think you know it all. And you always will jump ahead of God, and you will not allow God to just simply be God. But it's always a lesson to learn in that. However, sometimes when we go to God, God will give us exactly what we want. Trust me when I tell you. If you don't know this, I'm telling you, because again, I know this for a fact. From personal experience. Sometimes God will want to protect us and not reveal certain things to us. But when you keep going to God and saying, I want to know the truth about this person, Lord. I want to know the truth about this friend. I want to know the truth about this situation that's going on at my job. Reveal to me, Lord, because what is the motive and agenda that you have when you want to go to God and ask him to reveal something to you? Make sure you have the right motive. Make sure you have the right intentions. Some people just want to know information just so they can, like I said, hurt or harm somebody, or they like to use things against someone to tear them down, humiliate them, and hurt them. But those of you, your heart is pure and your intentions are pure. You go to God and you ask him to reveal someone or something to you, because once it's revealed to you, you can take that confirmation or the evidence and you can walk away. Basically what I'm saying is that you will have the strength to cut a certain fake friend off. You will have the strength, fellas, to cut off a woman who does not belong in your life. Ladies, you will have the strength to cut off a man that does not belong in your life. Sometimes when we are in the dark about certain things, or we are ignorant or not knowledgeable about certain things, it causes us to stay in places way too long. It causes us to allow people to stay attached to us way too long. It causes us to look foolish to people who are being conniving and underhanded, but we are fully submerged in trusting them and breaking bread with them and sharing certain things private and personal in our lives because we trust them. And so the motive you should have when you go to God, if you feel like, Lord, I can't put my finger on this, but it's something about him. It's something about her, Father. It's something about this friendship that I'm feeling a little shaky on. I'm feeling a little insecure about this. I'm feeling unsafe. I'm not feeling like this person has my back. Or certain things will sometimes kick off in your life and you don't understand what caused it. You don't understand why certain things happen so fast in your life. It could have been you took a major loss in some area of your life. financially, in a marriage, something went down with the relationship with you and your children, and you know it was other people hidden that played a very big part in it, but you can't put your finger on who it was. So sometimes we have to go to God. We have to put these things at his feet. We have to pray about these things. Now I'm gonna let you know, God may not reveal certain things to you. So you also need to be prepared for that, because God understands our maturity level. He understands mentally and emotionally where we are. So he would never set us up for failure. However, there have been moments where I can speak from personal experience again, where I've gone to God and asked him something and I was hell bent on knowing, but because I went to him without being spiritually mature or emotionally mature or mentally mature, I acted in my flesh. Yeah, he gave me what I wanted, but you know what? I fell into a heavy, deep depression after I found out the truth. I acted in my flesh and I screamed, I hollered, I was cursing, acting a fool with the fake friends, with my ex-spouse, certain things like that. So what I'm saying to you guys is, you better be prepared. And if you are not prepared for what you are asking God to do or reveal, you need to prepare before you even get to that place with the Lord. Seriously, guys, go to God wholeheartedly. Tell him, Lord, I am asking you to reveal these things to me. I want you to show me and reveal to me who this person is. But Lord, I know I'm weak right now. I'm weak to this man. Or fellas, you may say I'm weak to this woman. I'm weak to this job or to this situation, Father. I don't have enough confirmation to break up with this man. I don't have enough confirmation to cut off these particular friends. I don't have enough revelation and confirmation to leave this church. I don't have enough revelation or confirmation to move out of my neighborhood. I don't have enough revelation and confirmation to set a boundary between this person and my interaction with them, but they're pouring their heart out to me, trying to bond with me. So Lord, when you reveal something to me or show it to me, just prepare me to receive it, understand it, and even believe what you are showing me. So Father, I in turn know how to act accordingly. I'm telling you all, it makes a difference. It makes a difference with you going to God and asking God to prepare you beforehand for him to deal with you on something, or to reveal something, or expose and uncover someone or something to you. But if you are not prepared and you keep pushing God, he may just give you what you want, but you don't want to set yourself up. You don't want to set yourself up to where if you take a hit on your heart, it sends you into a depression. It sends you to a place where you are severely emotionally unstable. 1 minute you're happy, you're joyful, and then the next minute you crash. You don't want to get out the bed. These types of things have gone on with me, where when God revealed something to me, or he showed me something after I prayed, because I didn't realize, like, okay, I was already shaky, I was already vulnerable. I felt some things with various different people and places and things, but at the same time, I didn't have the confirmation, and I did not understand that I was not strong enough to handle the revelation. And sometimes this can happen, guys, even when you don't go to God. Sometimes even without you praying to God or going to God to ask him to do these things, sometimes things will fall in your lap. Sometimes you will see things and find out things by accident. But again, if you have not built yourself up emotionally and mentally and spiritually, it will affect you in a very bad and destructive way. Sometimes you have to be patient, rest in God, let some things play itself out. Sometimes you have to work on your temper. Sometimes you have to humble yourself. This comes through fasting, It comes through prayer. It comes through patience. And sometimes things will come together in the end. And once you accept who someone is in your life or what the truth is about a situation, when it all is exposed and when the full blown picture and revelation comes to you, you can sit back and say, you know what? I had an idea that he or she was doing this behind my back. I had an idea that that undercover thing was going on in corporate or HR when it came to me and my employment at this company. You know what? I had an inkling that this guy I was dating had this going on with this particular woman, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Fellas, you'll sit back and say, when you see a woman exposed to you, you will say, I had a feeling that she was still messing with her ex-husband or her ex-boyfriend or one of my guy friends. But you know what? I'm not going to even react. I'm going to just simply cut her off. You all will find this out with friends as well. See, you don't have to make a production. You don't. When you are already prepared, okay? You are pre-prepared. When things kick off, you can sit back and chill and smile about it. And you can quickly forgive people. Now, that won't work for all of you all. It takes you a little bit longer. It's more of a process. But for some of you all, when you find out certain things and you get the revelation and the truth of certain things, whether you find out by accident or you might have done your own investigations, or like I said, God chooses to reveal certain things to you, you don't have to put on the show. You don't have to say anything. Actually, you use that. You use that as a footstool for you to say, you know what? Now I have the power and the strength to walk away from this friendship clean, cold turkey. I don't have to argue with anybody. I don't have to call anybody. I don't have to text anybody. I don't have to threaten anybody. I don't have to even sit in their presence listening to an explanation as to why they've been doing what they've been doing. That's what I want you all to know. Just ask God. If you are at that place and you believe in your heart that you are in your personal relationship with the Lord at a place where He will reveal some things to you. Because I need you all to understand, this may not work with every single person, but I can tell you that in your personal relationship with God and you being His child, God never wants us in the dark. God never wants us lacking in knowledge. He never wants us out the loop on what is being done. He doesn't want us out the loop. He's always sometimes going to give us 5, 10, 15, 20 steps ahead of other people. They'll think they're outsmarting you and they'll think that they got one up on you, but the whole time the Holy Spirit revealed to you 6 months ago what it was. The Holy Spirit revealed to you who that person was, their heart, their character, what they're capable of. Sometimes it's like that. And so what I'm saying is that you don't have to always live in ignorance. You don't have to always avoid every situation, because what is done in the dark, it does come to light. When people are trying to set you up, when evil things are transpiring and people are trying to plot against you, or it could just be a situation where somebody is not necessarily trying to hurt you, but they are not genuine with you. They are not sincere with you. When they tell you they love you and care about you, it's not real. I mean, they care a little bit about you, but they don't love you at the level you love them. Something can go down with you and you really need support. Maybe you got sick, something of that nature. They're not showing up. You may want support in a business or anything that you're doing, but you never see their face. You never see their face. They're just not into you like you're into them. That's what I mean when I say that. But whatever the case is, guys, before I get out of here, I'm going to say it again. Ask God to prepare you for, if He chooses, to reveal a person or people places or things to you. Be prepared. Ask him to strengthen you. Ask him to be a strong tower over your mind. Ask him to be a strong tower over your emotions. Ask him to be a strong tower over your heart and the core of your soul and spirit. Ask him this, and God will do it. And once it's done, and once he gives you what you're asking him for, you will know how to handle it. You will know how to forgive. You will know how to walk away from people and cut them off. You will know how to still function around people that you have to have close proximity with. Because every situation is not going to always be you can easily cut people off and walk away from them. There are some of you all, you're in tight situations where right now the season for you has not shifted where you can move or necessarily quit a particular job, or you cannot altogether walk away from a particular fake friend or family member. Maybe they work with you. Maybe a child is involved and they're the godparent or the step parent. It's special cases. It's a case by case basis. This is not going to look the same for every single person, but you guys get the point. And that is the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.